come through from Auntie asking how many litters do elephants have in their lifetime?
Interesting question. Auntie Lynn, I prefer just Lynn. You're asking about how many youngsters elephants can have in their lifetime. I think that would be quite a area-specific and even individual-specific question. But typically elephants start breeding at the age of about between 7 and 10 years old at the youngest, sometimes even as late as 12 or 14. So let's just say for average, let's say elephants start breeding at 10 years old, which is probably a good average for this area. They can have a calf probably every 4 years or so. Again, that depends a lot on your habitat, how much food they have, how much stress they have, how much water they have available. But I think probably every 4 years would be a good average. They can have youngsters, again, that can vary, but as far as I know, I can't copy you, how's that?
Much better, thank you.
Cool. Sorry about that. Bit of interference. That's part of doing all of this live in the bush. It's very, very challenging, more than we can ever explain. We've got a vehicle that's driving on very bad roads with lots of bumps and dust and all kinds of equipment and gear and bits and pieces. So it does play games with us sometimes. But Lynn, just to finish that answer, so like I said, there's a lot of variables in it, but let's get to the points of it. Let's say every 4 years they've got almost 2-year gestation period. They can have calves a bit more frequently than 4 years, but that's probably a good average. 14, 18, 22, 26, 30, 34, 36, 38, so let's say maybe 7 calves. That would be a healthy female living in an environment similar to this, with a lot of food available and good water available. An elephant living in the Namib Desert in Namibia might only have 2 or 3 calves in their lifespan. It's an interesting point as well. I was just the other day reading a little bit again. That elephants are one of the few animals where the female actually survives quite some time after their reproductive states have ended. So most animals, as soon as the females don't reproduce anymore, you find that they don't live that much longer. The same with the male animals as well. As soon as they're over their prime, as soon as they can't fight and protect females anymore or fight for dominance, they normally don't live for much longer. Whereas an elephant, again, that can vary, but they can live on average in this area probably up to 60 years, maybe over 60 even. Oldest elephant I've ever heard of was 89 years old, but he lived in a circus, so they could give him nice soft food. But let's say 60, 65 is a good average year for an elephant. And that female would only produce until she's, let's say, in the early 40s at the latest. So she's living another 15 years, 20 years even after she's stopped reproducing. And that's something that's not that common in animals. Humans, obviously, that's very common. And it just shows you again the benefit of passing on knowledge and the society, how strong that is. I mentioned that earlier, with the youngsters learning things from the older elephant, and the older elephant actually teaching and passing on knowledge to them. So, anyway, just another little point I thought was quite interesting.